What is up, Knights of Vex? We are at the second round for the first week of the brand new season. That first round match was absolute insanity. Pulled out the win against Fatal by one banner. A single digit. Telling you, when you guys are watching these videos and I'm telling you every single banner counts, I truly mean it. Not that I was trying to go for a super efficient run because it was the most anti-efficient run I probably ever had, but I almost blew it with a Wampa solo. Now that we have a little bit of an understanding of the meta, not fully understood, but we have a little bit more knowledge and answers, hopefully this round goes a little bit better. We have a rematch from last season, again, with another opponent, so before we get into it, with that win, we're at 39-48, so that brings us to the skill ranking of Kyber 1 of number 42, so that feels good. Back into the top 50, my third time ever. The competition up here is going to be absolutely insane, so there's no such thing as an easy matchup. More than likely going to be spiraling downhill from here, but I want to try to be the best player I can be without, dropping endless amounts of cash. So we're going to try our best to get to the top 10, hopefully top 5. That'll be unheard of, but we don't give up. We always try. So our opponent for today is Visago, and a little bit of a reminder, last season I went 7-2. I lost to this player last season, didn't end up posting the video because of how busy I was with the Coliseum videos that I could not fit in a time to edit and get it done. So Visago beat me last season by a pretty good margin. If you guys want to check out that match, it's on swoga.gg. Did really well against me. From Maul Chromium, my new alliance. I am now in Maul Erodium, so this is pretty cool to be facing a alliance member. Very good player in the top 50. I knew when I was facing him before it was going to be no joke. A million legacy score. 16.8. So a bigger account than Fatal's. Let's see the Relic 10s compared to Fatal. It's literally... Okay, not as much as Fatal. Fatal has a lot more Relic 10s. This is 3 full rows instead of 4.5. So, obviously a distinct disadvantage, but hopefully more manageable than Fatal. So, Datacrons. Literally insane. That is definitely the massive, obviously the GP disadvantage is massive, but the Datacrons are absolutely insane. For a new set, they're almost done. Almost everything is maxed out. I'm extremely jealous, so not going to be easy. Now, Visago did message me this morning. He did open up the front wall for me and did phenomenal. I did change up my defense Datacrons a little bit. So what I ended up doing was I took Mara Jade off of defense and replaced Scorch to try to add an annoying tank. Didn't really do much for me. Saw Gerrera stayed. I swapped out my low star count Cinta and Vel and replaced it with Chirrut and Baze to see maybe if Baze could maybe strip some banners, because we all saw what happened to Depa Balaba yesterday when I attempted it. She literally ended her own HP bar. It was insane. She killed herself. But then I swapped out a Stranger Team Datacron for the 25% turn meter. I tried doing a Sith level 6. Don't think it stopped anything. And obviously I kept Pirate King Hondo with Quiggold and Vane. Now up top here, I think I left everything the same besides I swapped out General Skywalker with Bad Batch. But everything else seems to be the same. And the back wall, I don't know if I changed anything. I think the back wall is mostly the same. So maybe I should have taken Lord Vader off of defense for this matchup. But regardless, what I have to face today, we have to deal with another Cassian at Relic 10. This time they have Vel and Cinta. So maybe Master Mace could do the same thing, maybe not. ISB, not doing Wampa solo this time. Saw Gerrera with Kleya and Luthen, Jabba, and Pirate King Hondo with Vane and OG Hondo. Very, very, very scary. Trench with the Dooku 9, Clones, Emperor Palpatine, Mara Jade. We have Enoch and Master Mace on defense. So I have to assume there's going to be a Rey Ahsoka in the back, so I have to be smart with my counters, not use anything overkill. I'm probably going to end up using the same opener as last match, with going with JMK for Jabba. Probably going to do Bo-Katan here so I could save Inquisitors just in case there's a Leia in the back. I think that was a really smart call that saved my run yesterday, so I want to keep that kind of mindset. Maybe I'll use JML here again, but we shall see. I think the biggest question is can Master Mace be consistent against Cassian this season? So I'm going to try it again. Probably going to start with it, and hopefully we don't lose. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 against Cassian with Master Mace. If this is consistent this season, I think that's a win for me because it's a very dangerous Datacron. Relic 10. The modding is speed with potency, so going to be a lot faster than yesterday. Yesterday's had defense, so maybe I can get through them a little bit faster. With the Focus Datacron, they get all the bonuses from the 3, 6, and 15. Obviously, extremely dangerous. I am not using Depa's AoE. Refusing to. We all saw what happened, so going with the Protection up 3, the Wordy Galactic Republic 6 with crit damage, crit chance, some defense, protection, and some health. I think as long as the vulnerable lands on Cassian, I think I'm in good shape. So let's see if this can be consistent. It might not be. It's pretty good. Good start. Okay. Blind. Didn't get the assist, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens. It's not going the way I want. There we go. This seems to be okay at the moment. Got to get rid of this resilient defense. I'm not popping an AoE. I can tell you that. I'm not doing it. So we got to be really careful with this whole death mark shenanigans. I like the low morale, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Again, not doing an AoE. I should have done an AoE there. I misplayed that. Nope. Kind of want to get rid of Cinta. She's the biggest threat. Okay, this seems to be pretty good. Gonna see if I can maybe stall this out a second. Nope, never mind. Okay. I think Master Mace against Cassian is pretty solid this season. I didn't do the AoE this time, which I think is smart because... Or maybe that was something with Baze's kid. I have to look more into it. There was a lot of really knowledgeable players commenting on my video, talking about the interaction. Something with Baze gaining turn meter, dealing 60% of his max health against me in a one-shot my Depa. I didn't want to take any chances today. I don't remember if this team has any protection recovery. I think they might, but you know what? For now, I'll take the 65. It obviously isn't a 67, but I don't think I could have gotten them back to full banners anyway. So maybe Master Mace will be my offensive tool against Cassian this season. Next team is going to be Saw with Kleya and Luthen. Different than what we had to deal with yesterday. So let's see how powerful this team can be. They have the Helter Protection Recovery 3. The Rebel Riposte 6 with Armor Pen, Health, Crit Damage, Offense, and some Defense. I'm going to stick with Bow again. I want to save my Reva just in case of a Leia. So we're going with Beskar Armor Mandalorian. Those Whistling Birds are helpful. Buffs on a special. Mercenary Stun 6. Armor Pen, Defense, Crit Chance, Crit Damage, and some Offense. Obviously, I'm not going to be as tanky, but I should be fine. I don't think this is going to be scarier than any other lineup. I could be completely wrong. Our cooldowns are going to be jacked. That's it's fine. Obviously, you got to be very careful of the fear and the big damage like that. That's obviously subject to being concerned. I think I saved that. I don't think I need to do that right now. There's the fear. Another fear. Kind of wish. Let's do this first. Probably not going to be enough. I have to move a lot faster. Okay, Whistling Birds. Counterattacks, maybe? Okay, that's what I wanted. Let's build up those birds. Now, right over here, one shot. I can't target Saw. I can't target Saw. Okay. That's not good.
No.
Should I have targeted Luthen or something? Alright, I'm very worried about a timeout. I gotta move so much faster. Let's just do that, because the heal immunity. Oh yeah, I'm worried about a timeout. We're at 3 minutes, and I didn't get the one shot with the birds. He's back up again. So we're gonna lose, someone.
No.
It's really bad. Okay. Cleanse. Not going the way I need it to. Running out of time. They're taking so many turns. Really, really not good. I thought that the whistling birds there would have been able to ignore the taunt or the mark. I was very wrong. All out here. Come on.
No.
Just do it. I don't care. Good. Okay, Saul's out of the picture. We have to move, but IG's getting hit pretty low. Come on. You gotta heal. No, that's not good. Alright, let's see what happens. Saw's back. It's really horrible. Horrible banners, too. This is trash. Wow, your revive. This is terrible. Because of the blonde, I have to basic. Can you 1v1 her? What a battle. It's not even over yet. Come on. Oh my god. 49 banners. Are you kidding me? What the hell? That was terrible. That's horrible efficiency. Oh my god. That's a tough team. Okay, so I have to look into that. I don't know why Bam was not able to ignore the marked and hit Saw, because if I was able to, I would have had enormous amount of banners. So there's probably something I'm missing. Definitely something I'm missing. 49 banners, as sketchy as that was, is terrible. Absolutely terrible. That practically is a drop. So way inefficient for my liking. 49 is not going to cut it today. We barely squeaked by that. Absolutely insane. Okay, now for some of the Galactic Legends. Pyro King Hondo, Double Relic 10, Vane Kron, Turn Meter on the 3 and the 6. So if I lose advantage here, I'm absolutely boned. With that amount of defense, it's so scary. Kylo, Rey, Hux, 25% Turn Meter, Armor Pen, Offense, and crit damage. Like I said, if advantage goes away on us, it's over. The worst possible start. Alright. I can't believe we killed OG Hondo like that. That was fast. Was not expecting that. Keep advantage. Stun. That's a 2-turn ult. I'm gonna pop it. I don't need to go to full. There's no need to risk. Alright, we're doing okay. I will be in ultimate another turn. Stun. No advantage. They gain turn meter. Nope, not wasting that. There's no advantage. He took a turn. You... I'm okay with it. Yep, pop it like it's hot. If Kylo got the kill and the assist, I don't think it would have counted. Uh-oh. That's nice. Stun. Reset Ray. Is this enough? Full banners. Okay. I think taking out OG Hondo in the beginning like that was super clutch. So, whoever commented on my video saying use Dark Rays Lightning against OG Hondo facing him in the beginning, it's a pretty good tip. We got rid of him immediately. So, I will take a 57 banner win against Power King Hondo because that Kron is dangerous. We even had bad RNG in the beginning with Hux getting his cooldowns increased and the advantage going away. So, good bounce back victory after a horrible 49 banner win. Next GL is going to be Jabba, and I'm going to stick with Kenobi again. The Datacron is a little dangerous from when you take a look at it. Double Relic 10 as well. Speed up on a basic. Really good for Jabba. Turn meter level 6. Not going to matter against Kenobi. Very high defense and health. I don't feel like risking off meta against these insanely high defense crons. It's just simply risky. So JMK, Cat, and Mace Windu. Max health to protection 3. Galactic Republic bonus turn 6. Kind of helpful. Not essential, just helpful. Mace Windu level 9. Not needed, but it's a luxury. With defense, protection, tenacity, and some potency. So, maybe the bonus turn will help me get off that lethal bluff a little bit faster. So, that's going to be a kill. I get a bonus turn. I'm going to pass over here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Go back here. I like that combo. I like the Shatter Point. This is a very good level 9. For this counter, it won't matter, but in general, big fan of it. I could go ahead and go right for Leia. And even with the defense, it doesn't really matter. But the Shatter Point is very cool. And obviously the locked vulnerable is helpful. That was very easy. Another bonus turn. Brings me to a very fast ult. So, more of a luxury. Do I just get rid of you? I went for Jabba last time, but now that the Shatter Point is here, look how... that was so easy. That was easy. Oh, I really like this Mace. You could probably do some crazy combos with Mace with that level 9. I gotta think of some theory crafting with that. But really big fan of that Mace level 9. It made this high defense Relic 10 Jabba look like absolutely nothing. Okay, we gotta get that banner back because of how poorly I performed on I'm gonna wait because I don't want to end it. I don't want to risk it. I don't think the thermals will kill her. He takes a lot of turns with that speed up. It won't be a kill. Yeah. Okay, we go here. See how he like takes multiple turns? It's that speed up. It's very powerful. Let's build up to another ultimate. I gotta be really careful, actually. I'll do this because that'll bring me to another big ult. Pass the turn. We didn't have Shatter Point. 2 turns in a row. Stop going for Cat. Okay, go here. That's full banners. Now you have permission to go down. Thank you. 57, right? Okay, cool. That speed up on Jabba is better than the dark side turn meter. He goes rampant with the amount of turns he takes. Just constantly, over and over. He took like 2 turns in a row against a high-speed Kenobi team. So, it is what it is. I had to use Kenobi, but against those high defense Jabbas at Relic 10, you have no choice. Almost through the Grand Arena yesterday from this team. Not going to take any chances today. JML, at the moment, I don't have any locked-in counters that I need him for, so might as well use them against a very good focus Datacron. Triple Relic 9. They have a lot of defense, health, and crit avoid. It's a very strong Datacron, surprisingly, especially with the higher relics. The lower relic, you could probably open up to Wampa solo. I've seen a lot of reports about it, but at my level, it ain't happening. So, JML is the answer. Buffs on a special. Protection recovery level 6 for mercenaries. Maybe that helps with the banners for me. Cal 9. Armor pen, defense, crit damage, and some resistance pen. Want to save my protection cron for Satele. And hopefully this is a consistent counter. Did they gain turn meter? It's a little, like, weird. You see that? Like, I passed the turn, but something fishy's happening. Once I get rid of the KX security droid, I'll feel a lot better. But, like, my Luke is, not doing what I want him to. Watch, we're gonna lose this. Why didn't Luke do his thing? Should be a bonus turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. This might not be 100% of a counter. I'm starting to realize. Definitely starting to realize that. This might not be the counter I want it to be. Especially when they do weird shenanigans like this. They like, I don't know if it's a turn meter gain or a bonus turn that's not working out for me. I think I win, but that got a little dicey. Might have to go for a high protection cron. I don't think I'm getting banners back. I'd rather get the critical hit immunity. Annoying. Maybe I could turn this around for a 57. There's really no point of doing that. Is that a 56? 55. So. Not a bad front wall, besides that Saw match, which could end up costing us this entire Grand Arena. It very well could, so we're going to have to see. That's the front. What are we hiding? 543 is not good. Not good. Ahsoka Rey, that's typical. Yep, okay. Yeah, pretty standard defense. That means Lord Vader was on offense. Stranger Maul on offense. I could have afforded to use Inquisitors. Okay. So, alright. More than likely going to need them to have a really bad win for me to win this. Because I think they were at 553 heading into that wall, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure it was 553. So I'm down 10 banners according to that efficiency. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of these teams might be straightforward besides this one. I mean, I do have Galactic Legends available, but hopefully one of my teams stands strong. We're going to have to see. So, let's keep it going. Here we go. Rey, Ben, Luminara with the Luminara Focus Datacron. We're going to go with Queen Amidala here. I'm having pretty good faith in this, I hope. Obviously, the level 9 is crazy because of Protection Disruption. Really good offensive stats. So if Ben Solo ends up getting to his massive ability under Protection, bye-bye my team. And they're both Relic 10. It's just crazy. I do have a Relic 10 Queen. I'm going with a Light Side Max Health and Protection 3 with the wordy Galactic Republic 6 because I think the Protection Disruption might be a little bit better here than it would be for the Barriss comp. I have good crit damage, some protection, tenacity, defense, and a little bit of health. So hopefully that's enough crit damage. There's not a lot of defensive stats on this team, so just gotta move fast. I think the Relic 10 Queen might be helpful. I think what I want to do is I will kill Luminara on an AoE. That's already a damage immunity. Yep. So we're doing good stuff. We survived the opening hit. I'll go here. One shot? Oh, wait, she wasn't in damage immunity. Okay. Alright. That's A-okay. Ben Solo, take your turn so I can end this battle. Okay. Hopefully this is a kill. That's it. Nice and easy. There's not a lot of defensive stats. Obviously, the Protection Disruption is sketchy, especially if you don't have a high Relic Queen, where your decoy is going to go down in a whirlwind. So, very, very nice to have Queen available for this. And that's a 57 banner win. Very, very happy with that. I highly am enjoying this Relic 10 on Queen. I have zero regrets. She's a phenomenal character. It's a fun team. She's beating a ton of Galactic Legends. Probably my go-to counter for Rey for the foreseeable future. And she could beat a number of other Galactic Legends. So Relic 10 Queen has my stamp of approval. Alright, here we go. Great Mothers vs. Ahsoka Ezra. Double Relic 10. First one of the season. Have to see if this can still be done in 3v3. I've been debating the Datacron for a little bit. Could I use Leia here? Absolutely. But I want to find out, right? Let's be a little stubborn. They have the light side max health and protection gain on an evade 3 with high defense, health, and armor pen. So not as healthy as the previous team last match, but the defense is not going to matter, but the health could. He's modded for speed with health. So he is health, but he's not at the 200k mark. 371 speed. I remodded my Night Sisters. I should outspeed even if he gets the Mirai's Wisdom. So I've been debating the Datacron. I was debating between this one and I'll show you the one after. Buffs on a basic, so that's 50% offense gain and 50% crit damage gain and the crit chance gain. I have 26% crit damage, so that's a total of 75% crit damage total bonus with the 50% offense. The defense doesn't matter. I was debating between this and I'll show you guys this cron right here, which is giving me max health damage on a debuff, which we do apply, and 100% crit damage. But I was like, you know what? Maybe the offense gain would be a little bit better than the higher 20% crit damage. So here goes nothing. Can we still take out Ahsoka in 3v3? All comes down to this. Alright, good RNG. Did not put it on Ezra. Gotta get the kill with this. So, that's a problem. We didn't get the blind. So, if I don't stun or get the one shot here, this counter's over. If the blind was landed, I'd feel a lot better, but... Oh my god, we were so close. I needed more crit damage. Now that he doesn't have blind, we're in trouble. I gotta think for a second. If I have taunt, we gain 20% turn meter. So this is where it goes bad, yeah. Yep. So let's see what happens. Okay, hold on. I don't know. I mean, this If you don't get the one-shot, you're in massive, massive trouble. Obviously, the armor shred would be very helpful here. We might have a shot. The banners are going to be trash. If I can win. I just needed Morgan. Let's see this true damage from Ahsoka. She's going to hit ultimate. That's going to be a problem. Oh, we were so close. I needed more damage. Should have done Wampa focus Datacron. It's fine. See this true damage? This is where it comes down to, like, this could be a problem for this. Especially without Morgan. Yeah. Oh. Guys, I had to find out. I had to. It's not going to work out for us today. Alright, well, we gave it a shot. Could have done Leia. But it's good to figure this stuff out. We'll lose the 1v1 here. So, okay. I need more crit damage on the Kron. The buffs on a basic, helpful. But if I had more crit damage, that's a win. But we're not going to win this 1v1, unfortunately. We tried. We tried. So what I think I'm going to do is I have to try to reroll some of those stats in that Datacron that I'm looking for. And then maybe that'll be my go-to for the season. So, unfortunately, it did not work out for us today. I have to make adjustments to the Datacron. But just to show you, it can still work in 3v3. Alright guys, I am back from a stream. I took a little bit of a break. I played some Jedi Survivor, but we are back for the Grand Arena. It's not looking too hot for us, but we're going to keep going. Maybe do some test battles. My opponent played phenomenally. So, we're going to keep this going and see if Wampa can solo this Trench Dooku team. Very tough, lots of defense, a lot of critical damage. Absolutely no joke. We're going to go in with Wampa and her focus Datacron to see how the efficiency would have been. The reason why I didn't use Wampa's focus Datacron and Great Mothers is because I wanted to see if I can get a solo on this battle for efficiency. And it's not looking too great at the moment. I am ability blocked. But if this was to work, I think I would have... Okay. So I no longer have regrets. Because what I wanted to do was save Wampa's Datacron for this specific team because I had a 49 banner win with Kleya against the Kleya battle, and I had to catch up because my opponent was really efficient. So I no longer regret that decision. This would have been really phenomenal if I did it because it would have been a efficient 58 banner win. So again, in the grand scheme of things, maybe it did cost us. I think if I did run the Great Mother Wampacron, I would have obviously pulled off maybe both or pulled off that win. But I have to do the math. I still think even with the 49 banner win, I would have dropped and lost. I don't know yet for sure, but just me thinking out loud. This was a very efficient win. The next thing I want to try is Traya versus a Darth Vader Duel's End team, but I kind of want to try Nihilus Lead instead of Traya. Maybe that's dumb. Could be an absolute fail, but I want to see what more we can do against this particular comp. Bonus turn and Palpatine 9. Absolutely strong. Lots of crit damage, defense, and health. I just got to survive. I just need to survive. So I'm thinking maybe go with Nihilus Lead. I'm going to be gaining a lot, 200% protection. And I'm immune to percent max health damage. I don't know. It's risky. It's risky. I want to try it because this could be a potential good thing going forward. And now I know that I'm not in a good position to win. We got to figure out things that I could potentially use in future matchups. So, what better way to try out than today? Hopefully I can, take a turn. That's obviously the most important. Because they're hitting us extremely hard. I think I do this to Darth Vader. I'll be very, very happy if this works. Extremely happy, because that'll save a lot going forward. So, We had 100% accuracy loss, I think, from Nihilus because that was his first turn. Could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. They are running a train on us at the moment. Let's remove the buffs on you to decrease our cooldown. As long as Nihilus doesn't die, I'm in a lot more better confident shape. The death mark is the scary part. He's at 14. Death mark on Traya. Maybe that protection up is helpful. She usually does pretty well with that, with death mark on her, not going to lie, because I'm so used to the Reva battle. It's taking some time, but I think we're in a good position to live. Those dots aren't going to do a lot to us because we're immune to them and we cleanse. The only thing that's annoying is the turn meter train with the stagger. So I got to be able to move. So if Mara's going to keep running this train on us with the staggers, that's a problem. That's some pretty big damage. Am I stuck in a train? They're hitting the right targets at the right time. This is why Mara is a really good third. We took a turn. But he's getting his buffs reapplied, which is annoying. Okay, let's... Maybe if I can align this where I don't get permanently locked by stagger, I could be okay. Let's see. Another round of stagger. Just gotta be patient, I think. I have 2.5 minutes. 2.5. I wish there was an 8x speed. I would do a lot for an 8x speed. I have to figure out how his buffs are getting reapplied on the debuffs. Maybe I'm thinking I shouldn't have isolated Darth Vader. Maybe I should have isolated Mara. Nihilus, you're so close. Alright, I need him to take another turn. This is better. This is better. Let's see if I can get rid of Darth Vader. He's not coming back. This is solid. If you don't get stuck, this is solid. Alright, I'm gonna wait. We lost... I want to put it on her. I think this is good value. You guys let me know. Can she get out of that? Get out of stealth. I have to move so much faster. We're still like in a turn meter loopy situation. So maybe I have to increase... Maybe I gotta annihilate Mara Jade first. Okay, this is what I wanted. Feeling better. Feeling better. It's just a race against the clock. Cool. Now it's him. $35 seconds to get rid of the Palpatine. Maybe you guys don't feel like this is a comfortable battle. I think if I played it a little bit better in the beginning, I think I have to isolate Mara Jade. 20 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 15 seconds. Now let's get to another turn. There you go. That's your answer right there. Nihilus Focus Datacron lead. 57 banners. We're running low on time. If I had to do that battle again, I'm putting Isolate on Mara Jade, I think. I think that's the way to go, because she is ridiculously annoying. We were surviving all those big hits from him, and he's a very high relic with a good Datacron. That is the one positive to this Grand Arena. We have an answer for Darth Vader Duel's End. You just have to be careful with the timeout because of the, whole stagger shenanigans. But that could be a real big game changer this season. Next team I want to have some fun with is Dr. Aphra against Sion Django and Asajj. It's a very, very good team. They have Turn Meter on the 3 and the 6, crit damage, defense, and armor pen. I have to see if this is going to be even possible, but I'm going with Aphra, IG90, and BT. Turn Meter, max health damage 6, defense, offense, crit damage, and health. I need to figure out a counter that could be not a Galactic Legend against this team. I think that's super important. Because right now, it's not, obviously not looking too good. Because I'm not getting the damage near that I need. And if I do any sort of crazy cleansing... Oh, wait a minute. We're cooking a little bit. Hold on. Okay, this is... If this is a comfortable counter for the season, this is another really good option. Wow, our BT is hitting so hard. Look at that. If I get to another turn with IG, I'd be happy. It's probably not going to happen. This should be helpful for the banners. Full banners against Asajj with Dr. Aphra. That's another really good thing to find out. So... Obviously, Terminator in the beginning is very helpful. I have pretty good mods on these characters. Yeah, didn't require a Galactic Legend. Very, very solid, and can't complain. Next thing we could have some fun with is trying Raddus' Datacron against Inquisitor Barriss with the wordy Inquisitor Cron 6 and the 25% Terminator. They have good defense, crit damage, health. My unfortunate problem is I have a Relic 5 K2SO, so part of this Datacron is getting turned off, and I have a lot of defense on it, unfortunately. But we do have the level 9 active. Hopefully, this could work. Hopefully. Worried about running into a little bit of a damage problem. Or even Relic Delta. Yeah, I might not have the damage. Gonna have to rely on a lot of exposes, I think. I want to make sure I have... Uh-oh. That might be a Relic Delta. I want to do that first. Just want to see what works and what doesn't. Oh, no. That's terrible. Cooked. There you go. So, there's an answer for you. That could be a case of Relic Delta or just a case of, like, not a good counter. Alright, well, Raddus not going to be an option for Inquisitor Barriss this season, so probably won't do that again. I have to bump up the Relic levels to at least Relic 7 on that team, but we have other options. Next up is Commander Cody, and this is going to be massive overkill, but might as well give it a shot. Commander Cody Focus Datacron. It's good. It got me the win last round. It keeps getting holds. So, Satele, Revan, and Bastila going with a Cleanse level 3 with a 27% Protection Cron. Hopefully by next week, I'll have more Protection Crons for multiple teams. Just not super easy. I hope this is a win. Okay. I'm concerned. How Revan just... Is that the biggest thing with this team? Is like, are you going to survive the beginning? Is that the biggest caveat? It's so like, the Revan dying in the beginning, it's like constantly happening with so many teams. Watch, we're gonna lose this. Let's try to get our middle ability up. This would not have been an efficient win. This would not have been the way. No counterattack? I guess we gotta keep getting... Oh my god. Okay, well, maybe this is not a strong counter. Maybe that's something that I need to think about. Can you believe that this team is this strong? This is actually so surprising to me. How powerful this team has become. Isn't that wild? Satele just lost to Commander Cody clones. I thought about that being complete overkill. I did not think we were ever going to lose that. This team is very, very solid on defense. You need very specific counters, otherwise it's not going to happen. Gonna move on for that cleanup for now, so we're gonna try to see if Sith Eternal solo can work against the Depa Billava level 9, because we want to see in future matchups if efficiency would work against this type of team. Max health and protection, Wordy Galactic Republic 6 with the Depa 9, high defense, health, and crit damage. I'm going with a high defense Kron, not even dark side, just to see if I can power through it. I think, I feel like Depa hits harder than Mace, but I'm still gonna mark Mace. Or link Mace. See that 55k crit, and we have protection disruption? And her heal immunity is actually really annoying. But I need to find out if this could be a efficiency thing going forward. I think it's important. I still think that doesn't recover our protection when we don't have it. That's good to know. So I just wasted that. I'll do a relink. Or maybe I should have waited until she applied heal immunity, which is right here. Yeah. Good going, Vex. You're not thinking. Yeah, I don't think I would do this without a very high defense Kron. Alright. The provoke is not friendly. Okay, it works. It works, but I would definitely recommend a dark side Kron with probably defense. And I wonder if Tenacity is a good option. Maybe Tenacity could stop the heal immunity from Depa. Regardless, good to know about the efficiency with Sith Eternal. Leaves Bane for another team, so no complaints. For Enoch, we're going to do some Gungan action and seeing if they could do pretty good banners against them. Hopefully the shield generator is safe. They have the buffs on a basic with armor pen, protection, and defense. I'm going with my own buffs on a basic with crit damage, health, and armor pen to try to just get through them. Going with Tarpals as my third, just for the extra damage. So the shield generator is going to get focused. I think he's going to cleanse, so I'm just going to hold off for now. Or maybe I shouldn't have. Let's see if I made mistakes. Yeah, he's gonna cleanse. 9 stacks. Six stacks. 5. There's Death Mark. I think that was the right move. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't. Alright, get rid of them. Okay. Keep that Death Mark. Cool. Alright, right down to 1 shield generator stack. A little bit dicey, but it worked out for me. I'm not a Gungan expert. I'm not going to lie. I'm not Egnards. I don't have Relic 10 Gungans. I don't know if I did the right opening play. But it's still a good win. Good value. I don't really have a lot of use for Gungans right now in 3v3. They get kind of hard countered on defense if they don't, you know, bait someone else's like Bo-Katan or Sith Eternal. Or not Sith Eternal. Sith Triumvirate. But I think that's pretty good value for now. Going back to this Inquisitor battle, we're going to showcase who the real more powerful Inquisitors are. So we're going to go with 3rd Sister, Grand Inquisitor, and 7th Sister. Buff on a basic, Word Inquisitor, Kron 6, and the Grand Inquisitor 9, with really good offensive stats. Armor pen, defense, offense, potency. This should be a no-brainer. I think I did this a lot last season with the focus Datacron for Inquisitor Barriss, if I remember correctly. I think I did this a lot. Or did I not? Cannot believe Third Sister is no longer with us. What is that dodge? Well, is this lore accurate? Third Sister is not the best Inquisitor. Maybe Grand Inquisitor is. So, alright, well. Not efficient. It does work. But they were hitting kind of hard. So, alrighty. We were the dominant Inquisitors, but it wasn't the way I wanted it to go. So, it is what it is. Okay, Jabba is available, so we're going to use him against Stormtrooper Luke. And it's the Leia level 9 with the riposte, high defense, crit damage, all good stuff. But I have the speed up on a basic with the Scoundrel max health damage 6. Good stats. When you really think about this matchup, and I'm just going to talk as we go, like this Grand Arena. I didn't have to do Great Mothers. I did not have to do Great Mothers against Ahsoka. I just wanted to do it. Because I wanted to figure out what it takes, though. And the good news is that you can do it. I just didn't prepare with the right Datacron. And it's going to end up costing me this round. But regardless, I think, even with that loss, I was still going to lose anyway because of that Kleya battle. And we'll talk about it with the review. But I don't think I had to do... Regardless, I did not have to do Great Mothers there. I just really wanted to. Okay, we can do full auto from here. Very tanky, obviously, with high defense and defense up. Look how hard Leia's hitting. That's less than, like... Look at that. That's pitiful for a Leia. So we're going to have to get to our ultimate. Absolutely no joke with high defense. Alright, there's our contract. We're starting to get our thermals up and running. Look at that. It barely did anything. There we go. Alright, very solid. Obviously, that team is no joke. I had Jabba available. Might as well use him here. So, that's a very dangerous Stormtrooper Han. The higher the defense on the Kron, the defense up, you tickle him. You practically tickle him. So, if I wasn't using them there, maybe I would go with Traya or something like that. But I had him available, and it was a 57. The battle I should have done from the start. So, Leia versus Ahsoka. I've already explained it in the previous battle. I like to just get things to work. And I know that Great Mothers can work. I gotta get it to work at this level. That's the problem. I had the speeds correct. I was able to outspeed. I didn't have the damage. Alright, I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna call Leia to assist to get the protection gone. There we go. What's the defense? 136. Slowly getting there. Might need an ultimate. She's very tanky. I didn't check her mods. She might be modded for defense. Probably not. Alright, cool. Yeah. There's no guarantees to say that Leia would have one-shot this team, but it's a higher chance than, I think, Great Mother. So, alright. Live and you learn. I'm going to improve the datacron for next week. We have one more cleanup and then ships, so let's do it. Alright, last team, clean up the clones that are very, very strong. We're going to go with Bane and Revan. With the Revan focused datacron without him in the lead. And this is what I had remaining. So I had Malicos, I had Pirates, so it was going to come down to the wire. It definitely was going to come down to the wire. I made poor choices. Realistically, probably could have done Inquisitors in the beginning. I just wanted to save them for the back. You never know. You really never know. The Endure is strong. Revan is actually staying alive, which is kind of cool. Alright, that's pretty cool. Revan stayed alive a lot longer than I thought he would. I guess he's got some protection recovery in there. Very, very nice. So, ignore my opponent's score. It's absolutely insane. We're going to do ships really quick. And it was home 1. That's the counter profundity. So probably would have done Leviathan, home 1, and then profundity here. So let's go ahead and do a quick Leviathan battle. We can even do it on full auto. But I'm very curious about what you guys think. Obviously, the Great Mother counter is very strong. But you don't have to do it in situations where you don't need. You know? Could have done Sith Eternal Bane. Could have done Leia. I mean, this is all coulda, woulda, shoulda. You can't really do stuff like that during a Grand Arena because you have no knowledge of it prior. Hopefully next week we have a good answer for the Saw, Kleya, Luthen. I think that Bo-Katan is sketchy. I barely won. I mean, you saw it was like that much health. There's the Banner Stealer. Go ahead and cleanse. I probably could have done home 1 against this fleet, actually. That might have been the better call, is home 1 here. Let's get rid of you. Cool. That's fine. We could turn this around for higher banners. We could. That's looking pretty good. Maybe it might be a 74. Oh, not you. Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, we're going to go here. Give our team some buffs. Oh, wait. I could have stalled it out. My fault. It's going to be a 73. I think it's not going to count. Or it does count. 75. There you go. Full banners with Leviathan against Executor. Or Executrix is what I should have said. Now we're going to do Profundity really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4 with Rogue 1. Nice and easy. Well, it's not nice and easy, but it can get dicey. Really? Dodge. It's like, that's the RNG with this fleet. That's just absolutely terrible. if I was to do an Underman with this and that didn't work, I'd be very concerned. Oh boy. Alright, we are bringing out Rogue One. Nice. Alright. Heal immunity is the banner stealing ability or reinforcement. Yeah, it strips banners. Let's see. There we go. We get it back. If it was coming down to single-digit banners, then we'd be in a really hard situation. Alright, very cool. 76. And now what we have to do is we got one more fleet left. I have 8 minutes left on the clock because I was running a little late for my stream. We played some Jedi Survivor. The match that won me the Grand Arena yesterday. Am I missing a ship? I am. Hold on. It's not. I like doing, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is the right lineup. Okay. Let's try to match a 76 like yesterday. Okay. I feel like the turn order is a little weird. Or is that just me? I still think that's a 76. I think. Still a 76. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out the win conditions. So, alright, the banner differential is going to be absolutely trash. We got absolutely out efficiency today. Big shout out to Visago because I'm now 0-2 against this player. And honestly, I need to improve my gameplay because their defense was not as hard as Fatal's. It was still challenging, but Fatal set way more tougher teams. But my biggest problem was I was trying to be conservative. And in this type of matchup, it ended up costing me because I think if I do Inquisitors here, that's a way better banner win. JML was kind of sketchy. This was great. Obviously, these two went really well. The thing is, I don't know. I want to do the math later on. If, let's say I play these matchups correctly, like I went with a stronger team here. I did Leia there. Maybe I come back and pull that off. Possibly. I could have done like Bane. The Wampa solo here was clutch. I still think I would have lost on efficiency because of this battle right here. 49 banner wins are not gonna cut it in this division. So I need to improve on the counters and work back on my efficiency game because we ended up getting a win, but it's not enough. So big shout out to Visago again. He beat us very efficiently, and I will have to improve for next time. So maybe if we face for a third time, I'll get a win, but 0-2 currently. So hopefully you guys learned a counter or two. The Nihilist trick is very nice against Darth Vader's Dual Zen. So don't forget to leave a like on your way out, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content and videos like this, and to support your boy Vex. So may the Force be with you all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.